Hello everybody. Now in this video I will solve this problem using while loop. Let's read the problem together and then solve it. Write a C++ program that outputs the table of having 4 columns of temperature values ordered as follows: Celsius, Fahrenheit, Kelvin, and Rankine. Use a while loop. Let the Celsius temperature vary from 0 to 100 in steps of 5 Celsius. Convert each of these values to the other scales using the formulas given in Lab 1, which are Fahrenheit equal 1.8 C times plus 32, Kelvin equals to C plus this number, and Rankine equal to this one. So now usually when we using a loop, we need to think about 4 things. We need to think about the initialization for our variable. We need to think about the condition for the variable. We need to think about the update that we will use for our variable. And finally, what are the statements that we are going to repeat that make us from the beginning using a loop. So here we are talking about values of Celsius in a range going from 0 to 100 in steps of 5. For all of those Celsius temperatures, we need to calculate the Fahrenheit value, Kelvin value, and Rankine value that correspond to the Celsius temperature, and then display it out. So actually here we are trying to repeat the calculation of the corresponding values Fahrenheit, Kelvin, and Rankine for that certain Celsius and display them out. Now from the range that we have for the Celsius, we can understand or we can get our initialization, condition, and update, where we are talking here about the variable Celsius temperature. So to start the code, as you can see here, we set the Celsius going from 0 to 100 in steps of 5. So let's do it together. Double, I will call the Celsius variable C. I will start from where? From 0. Now, I want to do the repetition of the calculations for the values of Celsius going from 0 till 100. It means that I need in my loop the condition to be valid for all the values of C when the value of C is what? Is less than or equal to 100. So now, whatever I will write within this loop, it will go on till the C it will be larger than 100, which means that when this condition will be false, we are going to stop repeat whatever we have here. Okay? Type. Now, also we said that in this range, we need to increase each time the value of C 5. So it means our update C plus equal 5. And again, what are the things that we said we are going to repeat is only having our equations here. So let's write them together. F equal 1.8 times C plus 32. K equals C plus 2. What's the number? 273.15. And the Rankine equal 1.8 times K. And of course here I have this red line because I did not declare my variables. So double Fahrenheit, Kelvin, and Rankine. So now let's try to see again what we did. We said we are going to have a range from 0 to 100, and in each iteration we are going to add 5 for the Celsius. In each value of those Celsius temperatures, we are going to get the value of Fahrenheit, Kelvin, and Rankine and display the values. So I need here a C out to display the value of Celsius. Then we can keep a space using a tab. Then we can put the value of Fahrenheit. Then again have space. Then Kelvin. Then space. Then Rankine. Then we can put here in line. So let's try to run this program together. Okay, I have here some errors. Let's try to see if I have any. Let's try to run it again. Look here at the output. We are getting the values from 0 till 100 for the C, and the corresponding Fahrenheit, corresponding Kelvin, corresponding Fahrenheit. And now, just to make it more clear for the user of our program, just we are going to put a header here to allow the user to understand what do we refer for each of those columns. So just we can put the names. And of course, this is here, the header is something that we will not repeat. So if something that we don't repeat, it means that we will not write it inside the while loop. So here we can have just a cout statement to display the word Celsius, and then put tab, then Fahrenheit, then tab, then Kelvin, then tab Rankine, and of course here we need a new line. So let's now try to run it again, and this is here. Look here now, just we need to change the format a little bit to make everything perfect. So here I can put now it's going fine. So again now, how to trace this program, how to understand this program more. We said that we are going to start with C equals 0. We are going then to check this initialization if it will make our condition valid or not. Is the C, which is 0, less than or equal 100? Yes, it is. So we are going to go inside our loop. Now we have those three equations, just we are going to execute them, and then we are going to display the C, which was in this case 0, and the corresponding F, which is calculated in this equation depending on C equals 0, which will be 32, and the K, which will be the 0 plus this number, so it will be 207, 3.15, and the Rankine, which will be the 1.8 times the 307, 3.15, and then end line. Now when we finish, we have this update. It means now that I'm going to rewrite the value in C. Instead of it will be 0, now I will add to it 5, so it will be 5. Now if we look, I finished the statements under the while loop. Whenever we finish the statements in the loop, we need to recheck our condition. So we are going to check the new C, which is now 5. Is the 5 less than or equal 100? Yes, it is. So we'll go inside again to do the calculations, to display the values, and again do adding 5 to the C, and go again to check, and so on till you reach, for example, here we have 100. So we are going to do the equations and display the values. Then we will add the 5 to the 100. It will be 105. So when we finish the statements, we are going to recheck the condition. Is the 105 less than or equal 100? No, it's not. So we are going to go out of the loop. And here we don't have any code to execute after the loop, so that's it, we are going to stop. I hope that you get the idea of using the while loop for solving this problem. Thank you.